fired a fresh salvo at Rahul Gandhi. Rahul has once again targeted the Prime Minister. In fact, this time launching a big boss attack. Rahul has alleged data leak with the use of the Prime Minister's official app. He said that the app secretly records audio, video, contacts of your friends and even tracks your location via GPS. That's a tweet that we're also putting out. Rahul Gandhi there targeting the Prime Minister's app, also with a hashtag called Delete Namo app. He said that Modi's app secretly records audio, video and even tracks your location. He's the big boss is what Rahul has alleged. Let's go across to our executive editor Abhishek Kapoor for more details on this. Abhishek, a scathing counter from Rahul Gandhi. He is now attacked the Prime Minister once again, leveling those
bedfellows हो सकते हैं. मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, क्या भारत तेरे टुकड़े होंगे गैंग या जो नक्सलवादी हैं, जो कांग्रेस पार्टी की विचारधारा से जुड़े हुए हैं, क्या वो हमारे देश के लोगों का डेटा ऐसे लोगों को भी दे देंगे? कांग्रेस पार्टी को ये बताना होगा कि क्यों यहाँ से डेटा लेके उसको सिंगापुर में किसी कंपनी के सर्वर पे रखा जा रहा है और क्या ये डेटा उन्होंने कैम्ब्रिज एनालिटिका को भी दिया है? We have been constantly questioning the engagement that Cambridge Analytica and Congress have had. We've questioned the number of data of Indian citizens that has been siphoned off, has been stolen because of this engagement that they've had. The Congress party has not been responding to it. They have not been giving any clear responses. On the contrary, they are trying to deflect attention of the people by raising issues other than the questions that have been asked to them. As far as the Prime Minister's app is concerned, I can assure your viewers that the data that they submit is absolutely secure. No data is shared with any third party. But we have today shown how Congress party is taking the data and it is being stored in Singapore. There is a explicitly stated policy on their website which says that they can share this data with anybody, including their ideological bedfellows, without any responsibility whatsoever on behalf of the Congress party.
So that was BJP's Amit Malviya lashing out at Rahul Gandhi with their own allegations as well. Abhishek Kapoor is with us for the latest political update on this. And Abhishek, you're seeing Rahul Gandhi echoing his attack yesterday, once again targeting the Prime Minister, questioning the Namo app, saying that there is data leak, that it steals your audio, video and even tracks your location.
Yes, Akshita, I have a link in front of me and it's that for the Indian National Congress app, example, if you download it, it can access your pictures, your videos, it can, find accounts on your device, it can read content of your SD card. So, these are conditions which vary from app to app, but in a sense, all these apps are about accessing the data of users so that, it can be used to modify the content as also to make an outreach. In the case of the Namo app, obviously, these kind of permissions are a little more than the Congress app, but that's how technology works. So, for example, if there is an end objective in mind to need that many more permissions, Congress party, obviously, they're fiddling around with the kind of technology perhaps they might be using as different from the kind of technology that the BJP might be using for Namo app. And as I said, it's another salvo coming in defense, facing as it does charges of sharing data with the Cambridge Analytica, which is a tainted firm now.
Interestingly, we have to see what proof Rahul Gandhi has to level these allegations. Usually when one downloads an app, there is a question about whether the app can be allowed to access your photos, your camera, your location, and goes on, of course, like that. So where exactly is the proof for Rahul to make this kind of an allegation will be questions that are also asked. But let's also listen in to what Subramanian Swamy had to say on this big political fight.
स्पोक्समैन हैं जो आईटी चलाते हैं पार्टी ऑफिस में बैठकर, अब तो पार्टी ऑफिस भी बहुत शानदार हो गया है, उनको जवाब देना चाहिए. वो इतना कमज़ोर पड़ गए हैं कि मुझे लगता है कि प्रधानमंत्री इसको कहीं ना कहीं अपने हाथ में लेकर किसी ऐसे लोगों को कहना चाहिए कि इसका जवाब दें, ये तो बेबुनियाद बात है।
It's an interesting reaction coming in from Subramanian Swamy there, but let's go back to Abhishek. Abhishek, yesterday, soon after Rahul Gandhi had raised questions on this kind of security of the Namo app, we also had PMO sources immediately coming out and giving a clarification on the allegations of whether there is a data leak happening from the app. What did really the PMO have to say on this?
Well, the PMO has obviously responded yesterday, as also the BJP, targeting very rudimentary basic understanding of technology that the Congress party or its president or his team are showing when it comes to these apps and how they are used and how the technology works. So, for example, today also the party has come out showing how the Indian National Congress website is actually hosted on a server in Singapore, or there is a lot of data which, as per its privacy policy itself, can be shared with unidentified third parties. So in a way, it's a tit for tat going on between both the sides, and as I said, ultimately it's about shielding the Congress party, in the case of Congress party, shielding itself from its association with Cambridge Analytica, and for the BJP to really target the Congress party, Akshata, for having roped in a firm which is now tainted for having influenced elections in a very adverse manner.
And interestingly, Abhishek, strong words that have been used by Rahul Gandhi. He said that the Prime Minister is the big boss who likes to spy on Indians. But there will be obvious questions asked of Rahul Gandhi on where the proof is for these allegations. From yesterday, he's been levelling allegations of the app being insecure, about the fact that there is a data leak happening from the official Namo app as well. He's gone on now to say that it secretly records audio, video contacts of your friends. Now, we know that when you download an app on your phone, it asks you whether you're willing to give access to your camera, to your contacts, to your location as well. So obviously, when Rahul Gandhi comes out with such a sensational allegation, he's going to also have to put out some proof.
Well, naturally, and as I said, Akshita, that of all the permissions that the Namo app seeks, at least half of them are sought by the Congress app also, using a different platform of technology. So it's essentially about difference in technology platforms. It's the difference is in about what are the end objectives for which the app is made. And so, for example, if the Congress party is seeking to access your SD card, is it not data use? And it's not about data monopoly. If BJP believes that it needs certain information for its certain kind of communication for its target audience, it does not deny the Congress party the same privilege. It's about how far the Congress party tech team really thought about reaching out and for what kind of data they needed. The greater issue is data piracy, data breach, and outsourcing it to parties which could use it in unethical manner. For example, in the case of Cambridge Analytica, as the firm is now accused of influencing adversely the Brexit vote in the United Kingdom, for example, and in the United States and Kenya as well. Whether the Congress party was roped in for the same purposes of influencing the 2019 election to the benefit of the Congress party, and in that is the catch. The issue is not about accessing data. The issue is about how it is to be used in the end, and for that reason, this is basically a tough war, French war, I would say, going on between the Congress and the BJP, where all effort of the Congress party is to shield itself from the attacks for its association with Cambridge Analytica, or as it was reported. Why, for example, the Congress party kept mum for almost a year when these reports kept emerging of Cambridge Analytica top bosses coming into Delhi and meeting Congress leaders, other opposition party leaders. And for the BJP, obviously, now that the hitback is coming from the Congress party about data access. So that's the nuance. While the Congress party is accusing BJP of data access, but the BJP is obviously charging the Congress of data misuse, because that's what Cambridge Analytica was ultimately about. It's still some time before the end word would be heard on this bench war, as I said, Akshata. But fact of the matter is that beyond the privacy concerns, what is crucial from the political point of view is not data access, but data piracy and misuse of data.
Right, and since this morning, Abhishek, we've been seeing an all-out war of words on social media between the BJP and the Congress. The BJP levelling an allegation that the Congress is stealing data and storing it in Singapore, citing the Congress website as well. And now you've got Rahul Gandhi hitting back, alleging that the Namo app is unsafe, that it records audio, it saves your contacts, it also tracks your location via GPS. That is the allegation that Rahul Gandhi has put forth, calling the Prime Minister the big boss, accusing him of spying on the Aam Aadmi. Let's take a look at a couple more reactions and we'll continue to track the political updates with Abhishek.
It means that they are admitting that they are sharing data, but they are saying you are also sharing data. That doesn't make it any lesser crime. This is dacoity of data, the privacy, invasion of privacy of a citizen. They agree to subscribe to your app without knowing what all is happening. That's dacoity.
All right, so even as we continue tracking the story and getting you the latest political reactions, Rahul Gandhi has now upped the ante against the Prime Minister. Yesterday, he had questioned the official Namo app, and now he's come out to say that it records your audio, it goes into all of the details in your phone and also tracks your location. Going on to say that the Prime Minister is acting like the big boss who likes to spy on Indians. This is what Rahul Gandhi has alleged in his latest tweet. Abhishek Kapoor is still with us, and Abhishek, even as we see this heated war of words between the BJP and Congress, there will be questions asked to both parties about allegations against each other. Are these diversionary tactics to really avoid answering the real tough questions on the data leak scandal?
Well, obviously, Akshata, as I've been mentioning, that there are two separate issues. One is data access, and the other is data misuse. So when the Cambridge Analytica story broke and subsequent connections and possible links with the Congress party emerged, it was clear that the onus was on the Congress party to explain that why for almost a year it was silent, and all these reports were doing the rounds in Indian media about Congress party roping in Cambridge Analytica after its success in the United States 2016 presidential campaign. But by the time these news reports emerged, Cambridge Analytica was a tainted firm. They were accused of Brexit. They were accused of psychographics and psychoprofiling, and essentially using all the private data in a manner that it could influence democracy in favor of those who pay the firm. Essentially tweaking data or using data in a manner that you could influence democracy. And that's the most dangerous proposition that came out of those reports. Obviously, the Congress party had to defend itself. It has hit back since yesterday by accusing the BJP of using technology platforms that access private data as much as the Congress party was doing. But as I said, the nuance is misread. The nuance is it's not data access, because every app that you download on your mobile, be it all these e-trading platforms, the e-marketplace, or any other app that you download, essentially asks for accessing your phone data, be it contacts, be it pictures. So in that sense, even the political party platforms are not different. And in fact, as I was mentioning, half of these things that are accessed by the Namo app, for example, are also accessed by the Congress party app. For example, the Congress party app also asks to access your SD card. Now, your SD card, for example, might have all audio recordings in case your device records phone conversations. So in a sense, even the Congress party is able to access all phone recordings, all phone conversations, if they are saved on your SD card, a data card that is. So there's not much difference between the Congress and the BJP app or the Namo app. And the Congress party essentially using the belief of this little bit of bits and pieces of information to hit back at the BJP. And the BJP obviously, as also the government yesterday, Akshita, we know, came out with its strong rebuttal saying that all these rejoinders by the Congress party in a way are more a reflection of a very basic rudimentary understanding.
And Abhishek, what we have to keep in mind is that while we track all the updates in this, you got the BJP lashing out at the Congress, citing details from the Congress website itself. Now, obviously, for Rahul Gandhi to actually ensure that his charge has some teeth, will have to put out whatever proof he has while making these kind of allegations. And that is the basic counter that's also coming in from the BJP at this point. Abhishek, thanks for getting us the latest political updates on the story.